Hi everyone, I'm Lakes in the Reel today. We had a question from Kathy. She wanted to know, how do we sync audio to the video we record inside of our VR headset? As you're probably aware, when you go into Horizon or any other platform for that matter, when you record yourself, it does not record the audio that you're sending out to other people, it only records the audio you're receiving. If you're trying to explain something that's happening, you're not getting that audio. There's a couple options I recommend. The number one I recommend is, on the budget, like most of us are, use your cell phone. So when I started, I'd set my phone right here, I would face my phone, and I made sure to not move. I didn't rotate when I used the alternative rotation methods available to me, whether it was clicking with my thumb or anything for that matter. And that made sure my audio was always going towards my phone. On the iPhone, you have a recording app built in. On Android, you probably have the same, or you can get an app from the App Store, and that works really well. You then need to take that audio file and sync it to your video file. And I'm going to show you how we can do that here in just a moment. But first I want to talk about the method I use now, which creates the best audio and allows you to rotate in 360. It's not very expensive either. What we're using is a lav mic. They're about $12 because everybody needs them. But it produces a very, very high quality audio. You can get them on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description. And you can see that it clips onto my shirt like this. And if I'm recording myself, I'll usually run this down my shirt so you don't catch onto it. You can then utilize this. This one comes with an adapter, and this is an important thing to note here. This is a 3-point adapter, which means it includes a microphone, and this is designed for cell phones. Cell phones have 1, 2, 3 bands. They're 3 black bands. This is the recorder I'm using, and it uses 2-band recording. So this adapter converts it from 3 to 2, and you'll notice it has 2 black bands on this 3.5mm jack. And so when I plug this in, it works. But this is probably what you actually need, is the 3 bands, because if you're plugging this into your cell phone like most people will for recording. So I need this adapter, and now once I have my adapter plugged in, I can connect it in, I can hit record, and then I put it in my pocket. Once I have this recording, I can now rotate freely and get great audio. I have my controllers and I'm in the VR world. I hit record, and once I hit the record button, I can then clap my controllers together. Inside of VR, I can see my controllers in the recorded video hitting each other. Sometimes they'll actually overlap about like that in the recording. And then in my audio, I have a spike, a very clear spike, and I can sync to that. I want to talk about one additional way to get higher quality audio from your recording. And on your headset, you'll note you're going to have an audio out. If you use that audio out, you can now, most people are using headphones, but if you're wearing headphones, first of all, you're going to get much higher quality audio because your audio will be echoing if you are not wearing headphones. This is a secondary recorder I bought, and I will have a link to this one as well, but it's like $100. And what you do is you plug a 3.5mm to 3.5mm cable out of your headset into your recorder, and then there's a headphone jack here which you can plug into your ears. This allows you to record everything you're hearing. And you might be thinking, why is that important? The video records everything I'm hearing. Well, that's not always true, especially with the party mode inside of Horizon. And that has been, I hope it's an error and they're gonna fix it, but as of right now, you cannot record people talking inside of a party and you'll lose all the audio. So that is why we have this set up. And it works really well, so when we want to do like a walkthrough Wednesday video and hear everybody who's in our party as we're traveling around, we utilize this secondary recorder. You're going to need some form of audio effect inside the game to sync up your audio recording. Now you've got your video recorded, you've got your audio recorded, but how do you get that synced up? Well, that's a great question. The first thing you're going to need to do is connect your headset to your computer. So I have a cable here, you have one that came with your headset. Once it's plugged into your computer, if you're on Windows, you're going to have an external device pop up, and you're going to be able to just copy videos right out of there. If you're on Mac like I am, you need to get SideQuest. So here we are in SideQuest. From inside of SideQuest, we're going to go down to the Oculus folder, click on Video Shots, and inside of Video Shots, we can see all of our files. If you're on Windows, you'll follow a similar process, except for it'll be from your normal Windows Explorer. So now from here, inside of SideQuest, we can select a location to save these files. So we'll save it in there, save to PC, and then we're going to save all of these to our PC. So I have 4 different video files. There we go. So they're now all saving. Now this takes a moment to save, especially if you've been recording for a long time. There's another thing you need to note about recording. If you record a video file that's longer than 2 hours, your headset is going to stop that file and it's not going to save it properly. And if you do this, it cost me about like $18 to get it repaired, and it wasn't the most ideal experience. So from now on, I cut the video file at an hour and then I start recording again and make sure to resync. And once you've resynced your audio, you can keep going. When you are done recording the video, please make sure you hit stop recording. If you forget to hit stop recording, your file will also get corrupted. So one time I accidentally shut down the headset and again, file was corrupted and I had to get it recovered, which is surprisingly affordable, but it is still quite expensive when you're not doing this for money. So let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Now that we have our 4 video files saved, we want to verify that they have arrived on our computer. Now that they are imported, we can now play them and see, look at, there's a file that works. We can see the next one. There is another file that works. And we can see this is a corrupted file. I had my headset die while I was recording, and because that happened, I've lost access to this file. Fortunately, it was nothing important, so I haven't lost anything that I can't just go re-record, but it is worth noting that there's another way that you can lose files. It's very unfortunate. I hope it's a bug that they can get fixed soon, but for now, please make sure you know you have power, you stop recording early, and plug in if you see that warning sign pop up. And here we can see another video file. And now that I know all 4 files have copied over, including my corrupted file, I don't feel bad at all deleting these. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete these off of here. I use Premiere Pro. Inside of Premiere Pro, which is a pretty standard editing program, but it does cost money, you can link up audio very easily by dragging it to your timeline. And then when you play it, you can see when I clap my hands together, we have the video file linked. And if we zoom in here on our timeline, you'll see that we have our audio gets hit right there too. So now we know our audio is linked up, and to link your audio up, you can just drag it around just by clicking and dragging. And a lot of other video editing software works like this. Now, if you don't have access to the Adobe Creative Cloud or a similar video editor like this, there are some other options. One other option I saw recommended on Google was Capwing Resources, and they have a video editor, and I'll make sure there's a link to this article, but it looks like you can just upload your video and audio, and there's a step-by-step instruction in here, but this is a great way to get your audio and video lined up, and here we can see it, add audio to video, trim the audio, and please, if you're going to go through this much trouble to sync up your audio and video, trim the beginning and the end off so that way we don't see you starting and stopping the recording. It helps everyone as viewers get interested in the content and keep watching and keep engagement. So please do that for the community. You can then download it and so on. So that is that option. There are plenty of other free options. In terms of audio mics, here's the microphone I was telling you about. So this is a great option. There are plenty of other great options that look like this. This is very similar to the one that I have. It's not the same brand, but they're probably the exact same model. So that's it, you guys. That's how we connect our audio and video together here at Video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!